does help if I turn up the mic, doesn't it? It's an absolute train wreck as normal for Roy's reviews. Hey Matthew, hey Manic, how's it going? Is there any sound gone through yet? Nope, because you haven't got the sound. Hey Tetley man, yeah, there's a hell of a delay. I'm using Streamlabs tonight for the first time ever, and there's a hell of a delay coming through on it. So hopefully you can hear me now. Can yous? You thought you had messed up on his end. Oh god, god, god. How are we all? How are we all? Sound is a little bit low. Bloody hell. That any better now? Don't know how much difference that makes. Try turning that up a bit, and we'll move the mic a bit here like this, and see if that makes any difference. Yep, sound is fine. Sounds good to me. Hey Jay Jerry. Yeah, it's just a wee Friday night. Oh, you're live. Hey Michelle, honey. Yeah, just thought I'd go a wee bit live tonight. Setting up Streamlabs for the first time, so I thought I would try it and see. Folks, do me a wee favour. Can everybody say hi to Tetley Loverboy? So how are we all this evening? So, as you can probably see by... No, that way, Roy. Down there. Just there. Proper coils. Yes, this was a Irish coil maker from Dundalk. Guy by the name of John Devlin, who got in contact with me through Instagram and asked me did I want to try out some of his coils. So he sent me a few. If any of you have seen my Instagram, you'll see that he has sent me a few coils through to test. Now, sometimes I can be quite dubious about testing new coils. I started to think I smell now. Tetley, it's only because you smell good. I thought that do I test enough coils to be able to give enough things? A good enough explanation of the coils and everything else, because I'm not the most technically minded in that aspect of coils and everything else. But I have used a fair share of absolute crap coils in my time, and I have used what is arguably one of the best. Are you not on Vaffle yet, Roy? No, Manic, I'm not. I'm going to have a wee look at Vaffle and see what that's all about, but I don't have Vaffle. Yeah, so I've used what arguably are some of the best coils, which is, well, it's not actually there at the moment, Chris Grimes coils. So, say John got in touch with me, and sure to his word, he sent me out a few coils. He'd asked me what I wanted, and I said, look, I'll leave it up to you, mate. Send me what you wish to send me. So he has sent me Fuse Claptons, he has sent me Aliens, and also some of the Claptons. He sent me some Mouth to Lung Claptons as well, which are absolutely teachy tiny coils. See if I can find any of them. Here we go. Some of them Mouth to Lung. They are teachy tiny coils. So I'll take out one of the Aliens and I'll compare it to one of the Aliens that he sent. Now I did try and stick one of the Aliens into the Blotto, but it was slightly too big for it because there were 3mm ID. It was a wee bit hard to figure out. Hey, I've just noticed Streamlabs has the chat all down the side, which is actually really good. easier to get one of these out. And the good thing is you get 4 of these little babies. So, here we go. The size difference in those. Focus camera. Don't focus on me, focus on the coils. That's it. The size difference. Little mouse. Yeah, they are miniature. But just checking through a few of these little pots and everything else. The quality on these coils is fantastic. The finish on them is fantastic. They are spotless. Keep it in focus, Roy. That's it. Let's see. You just covered there. Look at that. They are immaculate. They've all got the little extra bend in them to mean the legs, whenever you look at them that way, I haven't actually bent it a little bit, the legs actually line up perfectly. So yeah, so I thought I'd just give them a wee shout out tonight. I stuck a couple of them into the FP, so there's a couple of aliens in the FP. Now, anybody that does know and watches me on the live shows with Mark and everybody else, I use my FP quite a bit. So I do. And I have to say the flavour of these coils is fantastic. Michelle there in the background probably will be able to justify that they are good, because she doesn't actually like the flavour that I've put into it because it's mango, but she also thought the flavour was actually quite punchy. You can actually get the individual flavours. Right, everybody in chat has stopped talking. So that means I've put you all to sleep, or Jay Jarry still awake there. They are an absolutely awesome fit in the FP. Let's see if I can get this base off, which I've struggled with due to the amount I've actually been using this beast. You'd think it would be easier to get the bottom off each time, but it's not. It's actually getting harder to take off every time, and it's over a year old. They're full of flavour and not spitty, which is a bonus. Normally how I judge a coil whenever I'm building with them is depending how much smoke you get when you're bedding them in. Just busy working on an enclosure design, just listening in. Manic's designing his own devices, so he is, which will be really interesting to see. Right, do this the old-fashioned way. Listen that up first of all, and then stick that back on. It's really good the camera's not down low enough for you to see exactly what I'm doing. Bollocks. Yeah, so I also thought I'd get another wee live in, because unfortunately I'm not going to be live with Mark and Mike and Tarquin and Scott's review tomorrow night, because I'm away at a function doing some videoing and picture taking. My FP got stuck sometimes, just jammed there or something. Yeah. Now, excuse the bad wicking on there at the minute. As you can see, they fit in there rather well and smugly. They actually do fit in really well in the FP. So they've passed the FP test, because I can't wick here. Keeps airlocking. Michelle uses the bubble glass, and as you can see, I used the straight glass on my FP, just due to the fact that I had got the original FP with the acrylic bubble glass, which was shockingly bad, and forgot that you couldn't put citric juices into it. And of course I goes and put a lemon in it. That's because I'm an asshole. So I am. Up to 11 people now. You can chat and chat, by the way, folks. Maybe don't tighten the top down. That could help. Yeah, I've now just got the top cap stuck. I haven't. Don't tighten the top down. It is just through pure use. It is one of the tanks that I have used. Roy, stop hitting things. A hell of a lot in the year, and it was September 2018 I got this, because I came back from the Manchester Expo. It was waiting for me, and I can honestly say it's probably one of the oldest ones that I actually still use on a regular base. The Bonza, which is not a tank, the Kenzai, which I did use quite a lot. So there's the older ones I do use, but for sheer flavour, yes, I'm not getting the full benefit of the larger tank on it because it's only the straight glass. But for sheer flavour, I haven't got anything to beat it yet. But I know what the cloud production of this is like. This FP, I've had aliens through it. I've had Claptons. I've had Juggernauts. I've had Freelians. I've had just round wire. So I've had practically all coil sort of megs, not all of them, but quite a lot of them through it. I've had coils that I've made myself from using fused Clapton wire. I've had I know people names Mud and the thing, but Bill Burns coils in here. I've had Chris Grimes coils in here. I've had Mikra coils in here. So it's one of those where that's why I thought one of the first things I'm going to use it in is in the FP, because I know what the flavour's like and everything else. I just hadn't got one of my juices to hand that I've also tried before, but it's one of my tests I'm going to do, which is I know the taste of quite well, and put it through it to see how they perform on that. I had a mouth to lung in it, works well too. Bloody heck, mouth to lung on the FP. Ooh. So what else I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to stick set of fused Claptons into my unicorn. Now, one of my Instagram followers and somebody who has been sharing, actually tagging me in things lately and trying to help me grow my Instagram, Lou's Reviews. I'll have to drop her link into the chat. Let's see if I can work out how to do this to get it into there, because I'm all about helping people out, especially people that help me. So Instagram. Not now. Search. These reviews. There we go. That's the one. So there we go. There's Lou's Reviews. in chat, so you can, if anybody's got Instagram, jump over there and give her a little sub, if you don't mind. Stop going big. I want you over here, not big. Stop it now. So yeah, she is fantastic. Did a live with her for one night for hours. Top class. She's Scottish. Yay. So there's another. Michelle likes her. 510. So Jay's fantastic on there. But she has suggested that when I get them build, do a slow-mo video of the coils in action. So I just might have to do that once I get it built up here. And try take a slow-mo video on my phone. That'll be fun. It's not something I've actually used that much, the slow-mo, so it'll probably take maybe 6 million times. Already following, did not know. Oh, that's good, Jay Jerry. Hey John, how are you, mate? Are you well? I do Instagram, John Best. Louise is an awesome friend of mine. John, we didn't know you did Instagram. Right, everybody else, get over there and follow John Best 7412. John Best 7412. I'm already following you, John. Johnny Vapes. So, but welcome, John. You're very welcome to the stream. So, one of the things well, not good. Everybody that builds into RDAs or RTAs or whatever you enter rebuildables needs is one of these. Coily tool. Yeah, mine's personalised. Glow in the dark, special edition, limited edition one. But the even more limited edition one is back there somewhere. Oh, there it is. I just have to show this bad boy off. M&R from Michelle and Roy. It's the limited edition silver, even though it looks grey, it is silver, folks. And the limited edition on there, it's that way up. So it's signed by Simon for the authenticity, and the serial number, which is just there, 007. 4th of July 2019 that was got. And as you can see there, it says limited edition, never sold, only gifted. Which is something that the Coily tool is. It's an awesome tool, folks. I got Coily and Blood Red. Insta ban me from using the word Aegis. Oh my god. It's totally stupid, totally what the bans are everybody's coming down on again because it's American. They're just scared of what vaping. If anybody watched that stupid ITV program last night, the editing quality of that film needs something to be shot at. Somebody coming on saying there's a substance that's in it, not even saying what that substance is. It was edited, obviously, not to mention what the really things were, the vitamin E that all the Americans were dying with and everything else. Yeah, remove me to remove my profile. I'm good, buddy. I just got my own Facebook growing as well. OG Vapors Unite. I love Coily Tool. I have the Eat My Baby edition, and I have another one of my Eat My Baby one. It's limited edition, and as you can't tag. Oh my god, the world's gone mad. I've actually got on the coily, I have the red one, the white one, and a blue one, and a silver one. I had to change name, etc. Sometimes I'm actually quite glad I didn't put vape in my name. Went with Roy's reviews. But guess what's coming? Guess what's coming later on tonight? Probably maybe tomorrow. You can actually buy merchandise if anybody ever wants to buy a T-shirt with Roy's reviews on it. They can be able to do that from tonight. Yeah, it's going to be there if anybody ever feels like they want to do it. But I doubt I will ever sell any. I'll probably end up buying one myself for Expo. That's about it, really. I'm not vain in any which way. It'll be set to the lowest price that I can set it at. I don't want to make any money off it. I didn't get into this game to make money. I didn't get into this game for fame or fortune. I get into this game because it's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy talking crap for endless amounts of time, and anybody that knows me knows that I can talk for hours about endless crap. If I don't keep my eye on chat, I can stay focused on what I'm talking about. If I sort of look at chat, and I get lost in the chat, and Michelle's going to buy a JJRI. That's your fault. Michelle's now going to have to go and buy a rainbow blooming coily. There she is. But for those who don't know how to use a coily tool, if you take your deck and the posts on there, use the little serrated edge across the top, and it is just a matter of finding the size of the posts. And you can either have it so that it fits really tight like that, or you can go up to the next size, which is probably recommended. It's just to go to the next size to give you that little bit of leeway until you can pull the coils away from the posts themselves. So without my glasses on, the unicorn is a 4.5. Oh, I meant a T. This is Michelle of head T-shirt. Oh, that doesn't really count. Yeah, so to put it in, I don't want to use aliens in this. She meant your T-shirt, Roy. She's going to cleavage it up on Insta with it. Here though, Tetley, doesn't she look good in the Hateful Eight T-shirt? She does. She looks smoking hot in that, and she's wearing it now. Hence why I'm here, and she's down there because she's smoking. You know what, Tetley, break the net and all. Right, so that's mouth to lung. These are fuse claptons, and I'm going to have to do this the cheating way so I can actually see the information on it by taking a picture. That's the only thing that John hasn't taken into consideration with his labels, is short-sighted folks like me, and that didn't work very well. Sorry folks, I do apologise. Let's see if that's any better. No, oh well, just put them in and trade it in. He'll gain 5k subs in a week. If it was on my Instagram, Tetley, yes, I probably would. But it's Michelle would get it. Let's see. I don't know how to work. Lou's just replied back to me here. On YouTube. VC. Trying to get her to come on live. Cheers, John, but was my job in the summer. Hi Telly, I love that profile picture, but I just checked your page, Michelle. Those pictures are quality. What camera are you using? Telly, it is literally just her phone. She had a Samsung S8 previously. She was using that previously to take her pictures. She's now using the Huawei P30, which has an absolutely fantastic camera on it, and so it's Huawei P30 Tetley. And Michelle's not one of these ones, believe it or not. She is such a perfectionist with the pics, but she doesn't take loads of pics to get the picture she wants. She just sets it up, looks at it, angles it, and then takes the picture and does a quick edit on it and puts it up. She is a complete natural at what she does on there, and all the ones in chat probably already know her Instagram. If they don't, I will get it thrown in as well. If I can find where Instagram went to. Yeah, it's just a proper shout out. Hey, Charlie Vapes keeps being the first thing I see when I log into Instagram. I really do need to get Streamlabs sorted out with all the links in there so that I can just dump them onto the screen. There we go. There's Michelle's Instagram. If any of you haven't already subscribed to her, please do. Please go ahead and subscribe to her. And not only subscribe, but please interact with her pictures and posts. That means by comments, and over 3 words long, or they don't count. Snips. Hello, Mr. True Vapor. How are thee this evening? Long time no see. Long time no speak. How's life treating you? What did I say? 4.5. I did. I'm pretty sure I'm following you, John. Yeah. Get it so I can make sure I'm following Michelle. True Vapor in the house is right. Way the lads. So excuse me just while I clip these coils. I'm not doing the build live on camera for you. I am doing it live, but I'm not doing it on camera because I'm not the best in the world at doing it. Probably only the best thing in the world I'm good at is talking a load of crap for ages. You been busy? Yeah, I've seen you on a couple of shows, as well as your own. Oh dear. Right, let's see how these babies fit. Roller coaster, Pupa Scoopa, Kayazaki. Is that the ones, Michelle? If they're not, I haven't a clue. What was it again? What was what again? Roller coaster, Pupa Scoopa, situation. 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 Look at the situation you got yourself in there, wee lad. Just you sit down there. The one the Irish can he say? Situation. 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 I'm lost now. Just completely lost. I'm going totally insane. No, right, it wasn't that one. It was this one. If any of you haven't built on a unicorn before, they actually are one. They're a very straightforward deck to build on. But I make it really bad. Na situation. Na situation. Yeah, as much as the unicorn is an easy deck to build on, I still make a pig's ear of it. So that's why I'm not doing this with the camera focused on the deck. It needs to be that one and that one this time. Yes, looking alright to me. Take that off. The unicorn. Oh, if I had a clue what I was doing, folks, I would be alright. Just don't take any wicked advice from TVP. Oh, come on now, Manic. TVP's not... Bollocks. TVP's not that bad at wicking. He can wick. He can actually wick quite well. I've just bollocks this coil up. I think, have I? No. So I went through to the kitchen for my vape and realised it was in my pocket the whole time. Yeah, so it's true what they say then about the Scottish, Michelle. They've got deep pockets. Oh, sugar. It is. It's amazing what you're doing. All the work you do for mental health is fantastic. You do an absolute wonder. The only banter mate show we'll be doing. We'll be doing a charity stream in the next couple of months or so, with auctions trying to raise as much money as possible for Mind. And I've just remembered this is an all-in-one piece, so I can't actually dry burn them in anywhere. Let's dry burn them in on this. Pulsate them a little bit. Life could be so much easier. If I had a clue what I was doing. Where'd I put the screwdriver? Oh, for... Oh, come on, people in chat. Chat. You'll be getting into trouble. So you will, Manic. You will be getting into trouble. Beezy will be on your back. He doesn't like people talking about my lives and there. He doesn't. Right. Change of plan. Because I messed that coil up. It's not quiet for me. What do you mean it's not quiet for you? Did I steal Chuckmeister's mic set and quiet as hell? You gotta squint to read your lips. Phone cranked. Concentration is real. Roy, how come your stream? I don't know. It's Streamlabs. I've just tried setting up Streamlabs tonight for the very first time, and I've probably got the settings set up wrong somewhere along the lines. Let's see if I can see where the settings are for it. Settings, stream, output. No. Video. 1080p output. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not letting me set it. Yeah, it's set at 720, and I can't change it on midstream. So I do apologise. I do apologise. My fault. My fault entirely. Evening, Burnage. Evening, Burnage. Are you well? Are you well? I hope you are well. Hey, Big D. So, yeah, as people who are joining us will see, and it's down there. The reason for the stream this evening is, apart from just general chit chat and crappage for myself, it's basically to give proper Coils a bit of a shout out as well. All good this side. Roy, thanks. And you? Yeah, everything with me and Michelle is absolutely fine. The kids are absolutely fine as well. I think. So everything is good, but it's to give Proper Coils a bit of a shout out. They do have a website, folks. If you want to go over and look at his and he's got all the information about his coils and everything else on there. His prices, bearing in mind they are in euros. His fused claptons are €9. There's all 3mm inner diameter. The mouth to lung claptons, you get 4 of them, and they're €7, and they're 2.5 inner diameter. Aliens are 3mm inner diameter. So everything he seems to do is all 3mm inner diameters, which for most of my stuff works great. So just stick that link into there. So that's his website, folks. If you want to try out some coils. Now, the euro to the pound at the minute is about €1.18 to the pound. So if you're looking at €9, you're looking at £8 odds plus postage and packaging for a set. But they are quality. What I will say, they are, I have looked through all these and I've not found a blemish on a coil at all. And doesn't want to focus. And you do get a wee bit of Muji cotton in with the coils. The name is fantastic. I do love the name. It's like, get some proper coils in there. Exactly, the name is, and plus it's rememberable. I must get some proper coils. Roy, is this going to be a regular on a Friday? I heard a couple of big reviewers are making a comeback on a Friday, 8 to 11. No, Big D. This isn't a regular thing at all. This is just a spontaneous little live because there was nobody else really was on. So I thought, you know what? I'll just go live and give these coils a wee bit of a shout out and talk to a few people. There's the coil maker himself then, Mr. John Devlin. John just thought we'd do a little wee bit of a show live, a wee bit of show and tell on your coils, give them a bit of a shout out. So far, absolutely proper banging, mate. They're proper banging. You should do one every Friday. Flat Cap is back on 10 on Fridays evening. No, Big D, I've got every other week. I've got It's Only Banter, mate, with Mark and Mike and Scott's Review and Tarquin, UK Vapester. So I don't really need to be doing another. Who is Fat Vapor? Why does this keep bouncing back to top chat? I must be missing things. Sorry, wife was pecking my head. That's crons. What's this? Why? What's to do with Fat Vapor? No idea. Yeah, Yours, that would actually be good. Fats is my hero. Yes, I know, mate. UTVP, Mike. Or my Wismake review. I know. UTVP and Mike, UK Vapester, are on my Wismake review intro. I'll have to have a look and see. I haven't seen that. Big D, I haven't had a chance this week to actually to watch much stuff on TV. Or TV, on YouTube. It's just been one of those weeks. Oh, no, unicorn. Unicron, even. That's not nice. Some people have afflictions in life, and that was one of his. Unfortunately. Right. Undo the screws. And I probably would have been better doing this as a recorded review and putting it up, but I actually like the fact of actually sitting here, working on this and having a chat. And I'm not having a bevy because Michelle didn't make me a coffee. Can we all say, I'm so hard done by because Michelle didn't make me a coffee? I've never been described as nice, not starting now. You're not nasty either. You know, there's a saying that one man's rubbish is another man's gold, and I think it goes with people as well. You know, one person's personality is mustard, but to another person, it's pure treasure. You're as nice as pie, Crom. Yes, it's each to their own, because what one person finds entertaining, another person doesn't. What one person thinks funny, another person won't. And especially in today's age of snowflakes, you're always going to upset somebody. Always, always going to upset somebody, no matter what you do. I put him in a bloody cage, Big D. Where to get a shorty replacement glass for my Aries 30mm, or is there another that would fit? Does Nature Vape not have them? Or Evolution Vaping would be the two places that I would probably look up first. I'm so glad I didn't do this on a face cam or down low cam, because my eyesight at the moment, I am absolutely appalling at doing this. And yes, Michelle, I should have worn my glasses. John, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm butchering your coils. A very quick, very. Cheers, Big D. Very quick. Yeah, because I'm only a side part. Yeah. At least I got on there. I'm not bothered. You know, it's. I don't care. Right. They look fine. New coils. Way down to burn them in. Roy bends like a slinky. I do, totally. You know it, boy, but you love it. You love it. You know, it does make me laugh. You know, when people come up with nicknames for me, and it's not as if I haven't heard them all before. You know, Skeletor, Lurch, Slinky, better legs on a chicken, and yeah, it just makes me laugh. Because they even laughed even more at people that laugh at themselves, laughing at me. It's, I don't even take myself seriously at times, so I want the Vapor Cloud Saga mod transparent. Can't look at a giraffe after the Hangover 3 movie. I've never actually seen Hangovers 3, so I couldn't tell you what you're talking about, Michelle. I do. I take it. I do take it. I take it rather well. Dr. Vape's a device coming out. Ever since Michelle heard about Dr. Vape's was bringing out a device, that's all I've heard about. Michelle has got to be the biggest Dr. Vape fan person about, because she absolutely loves them. What's my favorite single coil RTA at the moment? The Wasp Nano RTA. Dr. Vape's Pink Series Blackcurrant Cotton Candy is liquid crack. Oh, Michelle's that blue stuff is her favorite. My favorite was the pink colada. Oh. Right, let's see if this works. Need some of those in the background. Like that. Camera there. More. Slow-mo. I'll do it when there's juice in. I haven't had the pink salts, but I am vaping that blue stuff salts at the moment. No sign of Nature Vape and Evolution says they don't stock. Oh, bloody hell. Burnage, tomorrow night, when Mark and that's on doing the only banter, it's only banter, mate. Probably drop the question in there, or I'll drop them a question and ask them. I honestly don't know. It's not one I have. Liquid Gold is doing a limited stock of 500ml flavours. This is only for the UK customers. Strawberry, 1 peanut butter, 1 vanilla, 1 Caribbean Crush, 1 dragon fruit, including 30ml bottle to pour your juice into. $18.99 and free postage. So 500ml for 19 quid. If you like strawberry, pina colada, vanilla. We have a live show on a Sunday at 9 p.m. called Northern Union Vape Show. When you're free, you're welcome to pop on, pal, as a special guest. We had Les Pickens from Just Cabins. Cheers, Big D. I used to do a show at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night on Vape Line GNI, which was there primarily to help new reviewers who were wanting to sort of get into maybe doing live shows and everything else. And over the couple of years that was running, we had quite a few people who had their very first live experience on Vape Line GNI. Pud Puffs, Simon, Mr. Coily, Megan, Purple Lady Vapor. So, it's a few. He's like, because I'm not, for buying things, folks, I'm not normally the best person to ask. I'm such a tight arse at buying things. Hence why, I buy juices and things like that. But as for new bits of kit, I'm not the best in the world for buying them. So I really should be. If I want to try and move the channel forward. But Michelle buys new stuff for best for the two of us, and she's absolutely got a load of stuff there that I do need to review, but have never got round to doing as yet. And Michelle, why have you got my desk so messy? She hasn't, folks. It's just me. It's got it so messy. Scissors. I have to do because I can't see the other ones. You do, Mish. You love telling you missed that show. I actually do miss it as well. But I got slightly spoiled because we had Mark and Becca on one night, and me and Michelle, or Michelle and I, and it was one of the best shows that, believe it or not, we'd done on there because it was just so relaxed. There was no animosity, there was no over talking, there was no nothing. It just flowed, and was really, 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 really cool. And I really hope Mark and Becca can come on again and do it, because it was so much fun. And see if I'm put them out. But it is a channel. The Vape Line GNI is a channel. It wasn't there to design to promote me as a sort of reviewer. I very rarely, if you look back on my review channel, I very rarely done lives on my own channel. But I've just thought, you know what, I might as well do a few more on here, and also just trying these coils. I will probably be using these coils for quite a while, so they're going to get a shout out every show that I'm on, and every review that I do. They'll also be on there. Now, I've still got the review of the Kelpie to put out. I tend to only buy e-liquid and this stuff when it's cheap. Same as me, Crumb. I tend to buy cheap juice whenever I just want something to vape. I'm not really having to think about reviewing it. I just want to vape it, and so that I can relax. Because otherwise, whenever I have juices, because I don't review them straight out of the bottle, I tend to try them through a few different things, whether it be a tank, whether it be a if I have a stock coil tank about, I will try it in it. If not, then in a rebuildable tank, in a dripper, squonking it, and then it's normally just on the dripper on the Unicorn whenever I come to actually do the review itself. That way I know what the juice is like vaping it all day, I know what it's like first thing in the morning. I know what it's like after food, after a cup of coffee, after something else. And I'm probably boring the bejesus out of everybody. More than likely. If I am, folks, just tell me to shut up. I'd at least hope Michelle would tell me to shut up and tell me I'm talking rubbish. Six hours later, I finally built the unicorn. Look at that. Some beautiful colours on there. If I can get this to focus in on them. Let's see if I put a bit of light to the side. I figured a way to solve the noise situation everyone's having with the Kelpie. Noise cancelling headphones. Honestly, folks, for those who didn't see that live unboxing the other night, Michelle was sitting about 3 foot away from the mic, and this mic doesn't pick up sounds that well that's back. The Kelpie RDA did not interest me enough to purchase. The RTA works well though. The RTA actually was good. It did have its design flaws, like the top fill mechanism on 90% of them has failed, or the rubber grommet has fallen in and got stuck and then got damaged. But as a the RTA, it's really good flavour. Right, juice. What shall I put into this? What juice do I know quite well? Very well. Aha! We shall go with this. Captain's Custard Banana Caramel Custard. Folks, if anybody knows me, knows how much I absolutely adore this juice. And the Captain's Custard is the creamiest, vanilliest custard you will get. As I know this one like the back of my hand, so be a good test for these coils. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. I'm going to try and capture a slow-mo dripping action onto this. Really too quick, far too quick. Probably not well on that, and I've dripped onto the mod. Dickhead. And the rain has arrived in Northern Ireland to go with these winds, and we're getting Storm Ciara. Guys, make sure you tie up your trampolines. And Storm Kira is on the way. Yeah. Tie up your women. Tie up your men. Cause Kira is a coming. Nothing funnier than seeing a trampoline. That's correct, Michelle. There's nothing funnier. Except seeing the guy running down the hill after it. That's quite funny. What have I got? Still got 11. Which is not bad for me. Unicorn, unicorn. Look at that baby. Gorgeous. Right, what battery do I need in this? I think it's a 18650, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Make sure your batteries are safe, people, if you're putting them into mix. You need to do that pulse in slow-mo. Oh, I know that's what she's on about. It's trying to figure it out on my bloody camera or phone is a nightmare. That's the problem. Trying to figure it out on the camera because the camera looks for something moving. But there we go. If I get it on here like that. Oh, bloody just hands. Right. It's saving. I don't know if it's captured it or not. I'll soon find out. If not, I might be able to capture it off the camera with my ugly mug on there as well. Try and get up to 200 and do it wet again. I suppose that would be an option, but I want to try and do it on here. Try it once more. You can't unbelieve the smell that's coming out here at the minute. It's unbelievable. Sorry, I have to vape this. Fuse Claptons. Set of dual Fuse Claptons. Unbelievable cloud vapor from this. Unbelievable. And the flavour. And now this is one of these juices where I really should be going up and down the wattage to get. The further down you go, the more banana you get, and the higher you go, the more caramel you get. But sitting with the 18650 battery on here at the moment, on the Mac. I am getting all the flavours coming through there. The banana is there in abundance, so it is slightly lower down because this battery must be. Yes, John, clouds for days, and not a spit. They need to bring stars in your eyes back again. You rang? Folks, if you're after a set of cloud chucking coils, these are the ones. These are the babies. These are the babies. No doubt about it. Get yourselves over to proper coils. I'm sure John will sort you out. The flavour is immense. The cloud production is immense. One of the reasons why on the FP I used the mango juice, because mango is quite a sweet mango juice. It's actually mango. Where'd the bottle go? There. It's actually mango, papaya, and apricot. From Boost. It's a UK company. Now John is an Irish company, so that's why I say all his prices are in euros, because he's based in the Republic of Ireland. Literally just across the border, the first county you come to, so he's not that far. I might have to call in and see him, because I might be heading down to Dublin in March. I don't know if I'm driving down or getting the train down yet. Of course, I might be going on to. Sorry, Michelle, you're only finding that out now. Crum, apricot, I'm not the biggest. Boost Labs make cracking flavours. They do. This is the only one Michelle will give me, because it's the only one she doesn't like. Because she doesn't like mango. The apricot is quite hidden in this one. Is mango, papaya, and apricot does get the apricot last, so you would probably expect it to be on a lower percentage. You can actually pick the apricot out. Certainly built from Mex. I use the Fuse Claptons on my Dreamer and Goon 25. Oh, another night away. 3 nights away, Michelle. 3. Sorry. But I come back just in time for your ex-mother-in-law coming across. But John, that's why your coils in the FP probably work so well, because the FP is designed for Meg coils. It's designed for the bigger coils, bigger chunkier coils, and the aliens in here are working perfectly fine. In the unicorns, I've always used Fuse Claptons in there, and I have to say these are up on par with Chris Grimes coils. I know how much TVP loves Chris Grimes and everything else, but these are on par up there with them. The quality make of them, they are flawless design, and I've had no spitting from the FP, and I've had no spitting so far from this. Lovely smooth vape. Lovely smooth vape on there, and as I say, I know that juice inside out, and the flavour is on point. Um, so it is one. Oh no, you meanie. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm down to 10 viewers, folks. It's 11:15, and I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. It doesn't tell me on here anywhere, does it? Oh, it does. 1 hour, 18 minutes I've been live for now, talking absolute tripe at times. But, folks, proper coils and handmade in Ireland. So a bit of Irish. I judge coils in the spit because with RDAs I proper pack them with cotton, so I know that's not the issue. And she does. She proper pack them. The anarchist wire holds up really well. I got 3 months from a set with a bit of TLC. Well, I'm not going to change these coils out, John, in the FP or the Unicorn. They are both. The FP is something I use day in, day out. And the Unicorn I tend to use mostly for reviews. So I will keep them in there. I will see how long I can get out of them. I've gone 6-7 months with a set of coils, sort of looking after them and dry burn them out nicely and everything else. So, yeah. But so far, if I wasn't impressed, I would say so. I probably wouldn't have done it on a live. I probably sent you a message and went, "Sorry, mate, not really for me." But yeah, I'm impressed with them. And I can't thank you enough for trusting me enough to actually test your coils out. There is some really great coil makers in Ireland, in north and south. With Voltage, John Smith. It's I used to think paying big money for coils was foolish, because I thought to myself, I'm getting onto vaping to try and save myself money from smoking. I soon realised that wasn't going to be the case. I wasn't going to save much money. Well, it did when I was on the T18. I was saving money because I was spending £4 every 2 weeks. I was getting about 2 weeks out of a coil, and £10 on juice. So you're talking about spending £12 a week instead of spending £10 a day in smokes. So I was saving money to start with. And after about 7 or 8 months, I decided put the money into a car instead. And then I found the world of rebuildables. I started off making my own round wire coils because it was cheap. I was getting okay flavour. And then somebody introduced me to the world of megs. And at that time, I had been chatting to a guy called Mikra, and I got some of his sent over when I bought my very first VGod meg. It's up there somewhere. Yes. I got my very first setup. Oh wait, right. My very first VGod, which I loved, and still use every now and again because it's still got wicks in it and some coils in it, and I used for reviews. And so the micro coils, I got spoiled with them. It then took me ages to actually get coils that I liked. I did buy some off Bill Byrne at the time when he was making them, but then soon realised, yes, they were actually quite well made, but the wire was actually pretty not so good. But they were fine to use. They were fine. You could stick them in for a few weeks, but you'd have to change them out because they started getting crudded up. But just looking at that, the FP coils tonight, there, whenever I took that off to show people, there was no gunky build up round the coils whatsoever, even though this is a sweet juice. So it's actually handling the sweet juice very, very well without the gunky build ups. And one of the things that Michelle did say straight away was that they were quite big. And then when you look at your website, you soon realise that they are 3mm ID coils, which are perfectly set up for the bigger mechs and everything else. It is going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, maybe trying to get it into the Kelpie. But we'll see if one does fit into there. I don't really have anything mouth to lung at the minute. I don't know if Michelle has anything mouth to lung to try out the little mouth to lung coils. Might be a little push in the right direction to actually buy a mouth to lung, something that can fit into, to try them out, because I really want to give them all a really good go, and because I wouldn't know how to really do a proper review on a coil, I thought that probably the best way is the introductory live video this evening, plus get a chance to chat to a few people. And then as time goes on different reviews and everything else, give them a bit of a shout out and everything else. I get coils off Amazon. I'm a cheap and free shipping. Crumb. Yeah, I did have cheap coils. Don't know if I've got the box still here somewhere. Alright, there we go. They're not the cheapest coil art, but I did get them rather cheap. 7-in-1, lots of pieces. But whenever you try the quality of these against the likes of the proper coils, because these aren't handmade, these are machine made. Okay, so if I show you that, this is a machine made one. Now look where the legs are. So they come out looking like a clothes peg. There, and open this wee tub up. So these are both fuse claptons. And we'll compare that to one of John's coils. So, okay, hold them both in one hand. The difference, the legs are perfectly in line with that one, and they're like a spring on that side. That's the difference. The care and precision that gets put into them. I don't keep coils and addies long. I'm like changing things up. So more expensive. I would feel bad throwing them out after a couple of weeks. If you looked after them well enough, Cron, you could take them out, keep them in a little tub like that, and install them back in again. It's a cheap ass thing to do, I know, but it is something that I have done on many occasions. I've dry burned them while they're in the addy, taken them out and set them to the side, and then I've reused them again at sometimes. Michelle does like longer lasting. She does. But I absolutely love the fact that I can have them, use them, dry burn them out, and then actually just leave them sitting in the addy if I decide to change up the addy, or changing the flavour at times is another way of knowing a good coil against a cheap coil. that if you just sort of change flavour mid-flow or re rewick it, decent coils don't hold the residue flavour in as long as cheaper coils. I found that cheaper coils, you could change the flavour and you then could be still stuck with a thing. I have a whole spot in my vape box of used coils. I never use them again. Maybe you should. Watch needs charging. So folks, time is it now? I just can't be honest. Neither can I, Michelle. Neither can I. I'll keep a set of coils in as long as they keep giving me good flavour. I'll keep them in. It's whenever they start losing their flavour that I just go, can't be arsed with that. Folks, for the 10 of yous that are in, make a necklace. The 10 of yous in, don't forget tomorrow night at 9 o'clock over on MF Vape's channel. It's only Bantermate. Say tomorrow night it is Mike, Mark, Tarquin and Kieran. I'm not going to be there tomorrow night, as I've already said, as I'm going to be elsewhere. So you just get a break from my tones, trying to put you all to sleep. See, that's the thing about me putting people to sleep. If I can put somebody to sleep either during a review or during a live, it keeps the viewing figures higher. It does. Because it means they view the whole thing. Even though they're asleep through it, they view the whole thing. And in this day and age, folks, and the way vaping is going and everything else, now it's just going to be a bit of a serious note. I started Vape Lounge NI originally back in the day to promote bricks and mortar shops, mainly, and homegrown, homemade things. So from the UK and Ireland, that's what you need to support. People who, so Cron, night, take it easy, mate. I'm not going to be on much longer anyway. We need to promote the UK and Ireland homemade stuff. If it's good. If it's not good, then bin it to crap. Get rid of them. There's too many things out there that people make and sell as trying to sell as homemade, and it's not. Homebrew juices, stuff, things, everything else. No. But if you do find something that's good, you have to shout about it. And I'm highly impressed with these coils, John. I really am. I'm not only saying that because you're there, mate. This is going to be left up on the channel. And if anybody that does know me knows that I'm honest to the point of if something's crap or I don't like it, I will say. So folks, I will say thank you very much to every single one of you who has come in chat tonight and actually chatted. It's been a pleasure having you all here. It's been a pleasure showcasing of Proper Coils, propercoils.com. And you can, Michelle's right, you can be picky. And it's one of those things. There is a lot of coil builders out there, but there's not a lot of great coil builders out there. It's finding what suits you the best. But I love the 3mm IDs. So folks, just remains me to say thank you to everybody that's come in. Have a very good rest of your Friday evening and a very safe weekend. And if you're anywhere near Storm Kira, be safe. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you've been watching this live. Take care now. Bye.